Warning, this content contains foul language, violence, and gore. Enjoy the story. Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now last time on What If, Deku was reborn as a void dragon. As he finally made his way to Omi Nation. As he had his confrontation with the Elder Black Dragon. As the battle was intense and vicious, ultimately the kid was rescued as Izuku ate the dragon's heart. That might come down to there might be some changes in the future. Really, not really change much. It does. He's a lot more powerful now by consuming a elder dragon's heart. As you have Izuku in bed with Toga and Jade, as he's been asleep for about 3 or 4 days straight, as his body is going through a metamorphosis. You have, by this time, they've already been to they've already traveled to the vampire capital. As Izuku's been placed into Toga's bed. Well, him in Toga's bed. You have Izuku as he's in the middle of his transition for increase his power. As he's walking into a desolate wasteland. Just walking. There's nothing around but lava and skulls all over the place. As he hears a roar, as he sees a dragon fly above him, as he lands in front of him. My, what do we have here? Hello, Izuku Midoriya. Your appearance might have changed. Successor of All Might. We haven't seen each other such a long time. It's a shame that Toshi's not here to experience our reunion. Oh, for one. Surprised to see you alive. Me as well. But things have changed for the both of us. So I take it All Might isn't in this world? That's where you're wrong. He's in this world. I just can't find him. No matter. If I cause enough destruction, he'll show up eventually. But that's not why I've contacted you here today. Where am I? We're in your... You're at your, SS. I have cycling linked us together for the time being. I'd like to offer you a choice. We might have been enemies in the last world, but that doesn't mean we can be enemies in this world. As a void dragon, you should join me. You honestly think the rest of the species will allow you to live after you prove your usefulness? They'll toss you out and try to kill you. After all, it's simple nature for them to strike down that they don't understand. And I was quite impressed by that battle you had with the Black Elder Dragon. Been watching you for quite some time. Let's get something straight here. I don't go by that name anymore. Name's Void. It is that it is. I think I like the new you. We'll give you some time to decide, Void. I can't stay long. She's coming. Once I deal with the other demon lords, I'll come to you personally to get your answer. Bright light encases All for One. Damn you, Nana! As the desolate landscape turns to pure white, as plant life starts to pop out of the ground, as instead of a desolate place, it's a forest. He hears a footsteps as he looks behind him as he sees a little dragon girl walking towards him. Hello, Izuku. It's been too long since we've had a little chat. Or shall I call you Void? Either name will work for me. Void's fine. Who are you? You might not recognize me in this form, but I am Nana Shimura. But how? You were dead long before. Don't know what. I don't know how, but I was reborn in this world after All for One killed me. In my past life. Despite all your trials and your actions to this point, I do sense a little bit of your old self deep down below. I know there is some good in you. You assist us to defeat Demon Lord All for One. You will be protected by the White Dragon Clan. As the Queen of the White Dragons, I can guarantee you that. Void. We could talk more in person when we meet. Take care of yourself, Void. Now it's time for you to wake up. As Izuku jumps out of bed, well, breathing heavy. Void, you're awake. Get Toga now. As the staff runs off. Where am I? Oh, you're back at the palace. How long was I out? Almost a week. Princess, Void's awake. Good. Bring some food to the my chambers immediately. Understood, Toga. Understood, Princess Toga. As Toga makes her way back to her room, as immediately she saw Izuku as she runs towards him and hugs him. You gotta stop doing this to me, Izuku. My Izukun. Sorry, Toga. Something happened when I apparently devoured that heart. Seems like I increased in power somewhat. Not sure how much power I gained from that elder black dragon, but I must have gained quite a bit of power from it. Staff comes in with food. What's this? It's food, dear. You need to get your strength back up. As she begins feeding Izuku, as you know, I could eat myself. I know, but I want to do it. Now, be quiet and allow me to do this for you. Okay? Fine, Toga, you win. Good. I think you spend the next couple days being nursed by Toga and Jade. As the ceremony, finally came upon them, as they're getting everything ready, as the guest list has already been called out, as several rulers from different nations come to the wedding. It's the vampires were quite surprised that they showed up. They figured they wouldn't show up because the vampire nation hasn't agreed upon to join their little alliance. Izuku sees several people he met and haven't met. The queen of the Omi came for the ceremony. So did Principal Nezu, the king of the High Elves. So did the Dark Elves showed up, and the Snow Elves as well. No, let's say not the Snow Elves didn't show up. The Snow Elves didn't wasn't able to attend because they're having a problem with several ice dragons. But the Dark Elves did show up. As Rei Todoroki arrived as well, as she is the queen of the current nation that are aligned with the council. As Izuku sees Rei Todoroki endeavor. Let's see. I don't know if I should put him into this because he's kind of a douche. As his kids, as Rei's children are Shoto's avenging. So is Momo. So no one from Class 1A showed up to this little event. This is just for last minute invitation. So they were out doing quests, so they were unable to attend. As the little ceremony of the wedding goes off without a hitch, as Izuku and Toga and Jade say their vows, and there was a festival to celebrate the wedding between Princess Toga and Void. As we're gonna cut about almost a week. After the wedding, Void and Toga and Jade did not leave the chambers for almost a week. As you have Izuku in bed, as Toga's wrapped around him, so is Jade. What is it, Toga? Dear, I want to go on an adventure. You've told me about the adventures you've been doing, and I kind of want to go on one myself. Think of it as a honeymoon type of situation we're dealing with here. What about you, Jade? You always thought that would be perfect. Please, husband, it's been such a long time since I've been out of the capital. Outside of our little trip to the Omi Nation. I just want to see how the world is now. We have some time before the whole meeting with the rest of the nations, their little council. Mother has already been talking with the elf, the High Elf King. I have no problem with this, Toga. It seems fun. As Izuku whispers something in Toga's ear, as her eyes widen, are you sure? Much what happened during when I was in when I was in stasis. What's going on, Toga? Apparently, one of the demon lords contacted Izuku while he was in the middle of his little hibernation. You, how's that even possible? I don't know. What did he want exactly? He wanted me to join him in his side. He said he's gonna. He said the next time we meet he'll get. He expects a answer from me the next time we meet in person. As Stella grabs onto Izuku's cheeks, as she puts her hand on Izuku's face, holding both his cheeks, as she lays her forehead against his. Don't worry, love. We'll deal with it when time comes, but don't mention this to anyone. People are going to be on edge already, knowing that you're a void dragon. This will just add to this to the suspicion. He's, dear Void, where are you going? I need to clear my head, Toga. Just give me a couple minutes to myself. As Izuku walks out the door, as the chambers, as he just takes a walk around the palace, specifically the garden. As Toga and Jade sees Izuku just sitting on one of the benches in the garden, as he has his head leaned backwards, as he has his hand on his forehead, as he's just thinking what he's going to do. As Toga, sits down next to Izuku, and Jade sits on the opposite side of Izuku. Dear, what's wrong? I need to get stronger, Toga. I'm far too weak to challenge. To challenge him. I just don't have the power. It's at my current level. At my current level. It's suicide to go after the Demon Lord. I'm gonna kill that bastard permanently. And this time he won't be coming back. As Toga and Jade, as they lean their head on Izuku's shoulder, no matter what happens, Void, we will always be by your side. Thank you. Thank you, girls. Wives. So I'm just gonna have to get used to the fact that I'm married to two beautiful women. Depend on that for a later date. So, when do you want to leave on this grand adventure you want to go on? Tomorrow, hopefully. I gotta talk to Mom, but she probably won't have a problem with it. I used to go on adventures when I was younger. Come on, love. Let's go back to bed. As they grab onto Izuku's hand, as they both drag him to the royal chambers, as they have their intimate night together, both of them with Izuku. As the next day, as she took to inform her mother that she's going to go out and do a little adventuring with Izuku until the meeting arrives. As Toga mothers make sure she's all right, or make sure she takes care of herself. As they travel to the next nation, as they finally get to town, as they get into the guild hall, as he sees some familiar faces. Izuku sees Momo talking with Mirko. Void, come here. As Mirko sees two women beside him, as she's not caring at the moment. We need your help. And what can I help you with, Miss Mirko? It seems like an idiot decided to go off on his own and into the Voidlands, and considering how you are from that region, I believe they need a guide. I can't go myself because I'm waiting for Ryoko. I am Momo, Princess Momo from the High Elf Nation. A couple of our comrades went into the Voidlands for some personal matters, and they didn't tell us. Two of our comrades heading towards that way. They've been gone for far too long. I figured they would come back eventually. But it's been It's been 4 days. Name's Void, right? Name's Kirishima. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, unfortunately, one of my dumbass friends decided to go off to the Voidland, and Prince Shoto was trying to catch up to him to stop him, but knowing Bakugo, that's probably not going to happen. As Toga wraps her arms around Izuku, come on, dear, this sounds fun. I've always wanted to visit the Voidlands. After all, it's your homeland. As you have the party, it's Ida, Kirishima, Odoraka, Sue, Momo, and Jira. Fine, you win, dear. We have decided I will guide you. I'll be your guide to rescue your comrades. Just be warned, the Voidland is not a safe place. I can't guarantee your safety if you go off ahead of yourself. May I ask, who are these lovely ladies? These are my wives. So keep your hands off. Toga and Jade smile as you do care, as they both kiss him on the cheek. Shall we? Out of curiosity, why are you venturing in the Voidlands in the first place? We were we were planning to take the quest to kill the Void Dragon. That's been in that territory for quite some time. I see. Interesting. This Toga and Jade looks at Izuku. Jiro stands back as she looks at Izuku. Have we met before? It seemed like I've known you from somewhere. We have never met. And you are? Oh, sorry. I'm Jira. Nice to meet you. You have Jade, a bit irritated. Toga, how can you sit there and watch this? I don't like her. Easy, easy, Jade. They begin to travel as they finally get to the area where they need to go, as the entranceway to the Voidland was at the big boulder blocking it off. Follow me. We can't go through this way. We have to go through the cave since the cave system. Be on guard. As they walk through the cave system, as there's spider webs everywhere. Be careful. Great. Spiders. Lovely. As Mina, complains a little bit. Start walking through the cave. As everyone stops in their tracks as they hear a woman's voice. Do my eyes deceive me? Do I see little Void here? Hello, Leona. It's been a long time. As this spider woman comes hovering down from a spider web, as she's upside down, as she stops in front of Izuku. My, how you've grown. And who are these enchanting creatures next to you? Little Void, these are my wives. Wives? My, things have changed. What happened to my little lone wolf? And who are you? My name is Princess you may call me Toga. Princess Toga. Princess, my apologies. I did not recognize you. It's been quite some time. I assume you know my husband? Yeah, we have a bit of history. Don't worry. So what brings you into my cave? Princess. The entrance to the Voidlands was blocked off Void here is guiding us to it. Interesting. Heading for a little home visit now, are we? Little Void? As she pouts in front of Izuku, I'm a little hurt you didn't invite me to the wedding. How can you not invite your big sister? Apologies, Liana, but it kinda came out of nowhere. That it... I'm not surprised with you. Please, continue the pathway. I'll escort you to the exit. The Void Line has been a bit of a uproar recently. What's with the humans, little brother? I'm simply a guide. They're here to rescue their friends and slay the Void Dragon. Really? Interesting. Well, don't allow me to keep you. You should come visit more often, Void. Always good to see you, Liana. Likewise, Void. Take care. I sure do. And girls, please take care of this knucklehead. He always finds himself getting into trouble. Don't worry, we plan to. This is nice to meet you, Liana. Come on, treasure. As Jade wrapped her arm around Izuku, as his arm has, so does Toga the other end, as they exit the cave. As everyone sees the void land, as it's desolate, as they see several predator creatures in the background, in the far distance. As they see a humongous worm pop out of the ground. Ah, home sweet home. I've been away far too long. Here, catch. He throws a bag at them. What's this, Void? In case there's a lot of creatures here that are quite poisonous. So that I come prepared in case we have any encounters with the local wildlife. The Voidlands will test you. There's Momo and Jiro and Oraka are curious. How can you survive here? This place looks desolate. Simple. Survival of the fittest. That's what the rules are here around here. The weak will die and the strong will eat the weak. That's how it goes here. Welcome to the Voidlands. Also, use your water sparingly. There's there's not a water source nearby. I know of a couple of ravines, oases, but they're far from between. They're far apart each other, so let's keep that in mind. That's where we're gonna stop our episode off there. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. I'll catch you in the next video. All right, bye.